Season 6 is slamming home new rewards, challenges, and cards to obliterate your opponents in My Team.
It all starts with your season reward, so don't miss claiming the newest legend to the Lakers timeline, Diamond Luka Doncic, who can evo to a pink diamond to become the newest star in your My Team.
And every 10...
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Emmanuel quickly out there with Robinson. Then it's Barrett, and it's Vucevic, and it's Abaji in at the power forward. And for Chicago, Levine and Williams up in the forward position. Kobe White is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Smith in at the 5. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Now here's White, stolen by Quickly. Pass to Abaji. And that one is hammered home.
Well, you can see it in his assist numbers. Robinson has shown growth as a playmaker.
It's Giddey with the drive. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Barrett. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
Here's Giddey, and the powerful one-handed slam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And Barrett slams it in.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Giddey against Robinson. Now here's White, guarded close. Levine wide open. That one a tad off line to the right, but drops in for him.
Levine getting quick with it that time, changing it up.
And Barrett gets it to go.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Bulls now. It's a 3-point game. Giddey the pass to Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
Robinson dishes to Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Quickly against White. Driving to the basket. Yes, that goes in.
Well, at first, White shows the burst. Then, the control off the drive.
Here's Barrett. Excellent D there from Williams.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Levine throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. Shooting for Toronto.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer, back-to-back national titles in college, and then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. And it's Smith missing. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
With the energy Barrett plays with puts defenders on their heels, and he's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Now here's White, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Barrett, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And then Smith with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Out to Barrett. From deep. That's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his third assist on the night. Passes it to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
Duncan Robinson.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Takes it inside. And White with the stuff.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Bucket is good.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
Here's Levine. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Now the pass to Robinson. Inside, Vucevic, and he hits it to tie the game up. And it's 6 points for Vucevic.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Levine against Barrett. And Levine throws it down.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Now, here is Robinson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. No good that time.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either. Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots.
Quickly kicks to Robinson. That 3 off the mark. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's White. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first 3. Barrett the pass to Abaji. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 7. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way, guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Dosunmu comes in for Josh Giddey. And Ball subbed in for Kobe White. Dosunmu with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto trailing. Pass to Purtle. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Dick. Defended by Dosunmu. Dick, that's good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Dick with the steal. Payne at the elbow. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Payne's got his second bucket of the night.
And so many different ways Dick gets the ball to his teammates. Always on time and on target.
Dosunmu, the pass to Smith. Pass to Ball. Off with the layup.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
Payne kicks to Purtle. Three-pointer. Dick can't get it to go. Chicago trailing here. Outside Williams. Dishes the ball. Back to Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you were just talking about this, Coach. Patrick Williams, a guy with loads of potential.
Yeah, Kevin, he's had to deal with a lot of injuries here early in his career. Sometimes he tends to disappear in games, but when he's got it going, this guy has a chance to be a really good 3-and-D player.
It's going to be fun to see where he takes his game. And the Raptors miss again. So it's Chicago now. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one.
Here's Payne. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Now Ball. Scoreless thus far. Here's Williams. And Boucher sends it back. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto.
Raptors substitution, Walter.
Puts it up from 12. And Purtle sends it back. He dishes it to Payne. Purtle, the pass to Payne. Here's Walter. It's Dick on the wing. 5 on the clock, and the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Chicago making a switch here. Brown's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Fernando's checked in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Boucher kicks to Payne. Passes to Dick. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Dick's got 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Brown finds Ball. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. And it's Brown missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And it's good, 2 points. Now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
Now here's Ball. Payne covering. Ball no good.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Back to Payne. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Excellent D there from Ball. Unloads from 13. They get the rebound. Smith kicks to Williams. And Boucher sends it back. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. .46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Smith with the stop.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Dick. And the shot is good. He's got 9.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
With the teardrop, Ball with the bucket. Raptors with the lead. And the pass to Fernando. To the paint. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Payne with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Dick. And the 3 off target. And here's the fast break. Here's Williams. No good that time.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for the Toronto Raptors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Raptors?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. They've got Grady Dick. Boucher out there with Vucevic. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Abaji in at the small forward. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line. 79% overall.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. They got for us, DA.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for most improved player. He says, I always try to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Chicago making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. Then for the Raptors, Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Chris Boucher. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Dick. Outside Williams. Good on the triple. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. And you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
A 3 from Quickly. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Bean passes to White. Outside Williams. The 11-footer, and he nails the jumper. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
For 3, Barrett. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Barrett's got the lead up to 4 now for Toronto. Quickly against White. Pass to Dosunmu. Kick out to Levine. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Abaji, the pass to Pirtle. Outside, Barrett. Now, here's Quickly. Here's Abaji. They get it back. Takes the three. And it's Quickly missing. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Dosunmu. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Jakob Pirtle. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Josh Giddey's checked in for the Bulls. And Toronto also making a switch. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Jakob Pirtle. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
A three from Quickly. Rebound by the Bulls. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Abaji. Robinson passes to Abaji. Vucevic trying to get open. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The officials are all over that one.
The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and he knocks down the first one.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
And so he makes both from the line.
And doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
Now here's Dosunmu, quickly covering. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Offensive rebound. Vucevic, no good with the layup. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So here's Giddey. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. For the Raptors, they come in off the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Abaji, the pass to Robinson. Here's Abaji, guarded by Levine. And here's Quickly for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Giddey kicks to Williams. Giddey against Robinson. Now here's Giddey. D right on him. Robinson pulls it in. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Quickly. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Giddey. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Abaji. Sinks the triple. Abaji's got 5 points now this quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works? Right, Kevin? They're bigger, stronger, faster. But everyone builds on the players who came before them. And the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation.
Here's Duarte's checked in for the Bulls. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Toronto. Now, here's Quickly. He's coming off a 22-point game against Philadelphia. Shoots the three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Bulls trail by 10. Smith outside. Fires from the line. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here we can check out the score for Nikola Vucevic. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
They have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Dosunmu. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Ball, the pass to Giddey. On the wing, Levine. And a miss there on the triple. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. That's to Fernando. Fires the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. You know, Stan, as productive as Zach LaVine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does. Raptors leading by 9. And here is Quickly. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Giddey. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Just couldn't be denied there. Giddey was willing to fight to get that one to fall.
And the Bulls making a change here. Brown's checked in.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Abaji. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
15 foul.
For Chicago, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And he can't get the first one. Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. And he sinks the second. Toronto leading by 6. Here's Abaji. Ball with the rebound. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson.
Second personal foul.
So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Line for Chicago.
Ball hits them both. Toronto shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Robinson passes to Abaji. Toronto working the ball around now and taken away by Brown. Here's Duarte. Barrett covering. Duarte shot good. Duarte's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the Raptors call time here.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them more focused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Here's Payne. No good again that time. Chicago trailing. Power down with both hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And that one, good.
Assisted Cameron Payne.
Here's Ball. 7 points in the game. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. To Boucher. Here's Dick. Misses the 3.
Not sure why he shouldn't try his luck here. It's just not his night.
And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Payne finds Dick. Over Brown. Dick can't get it to go. Now Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Brown's shot is good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Toronto. At the floater. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. There's Williams, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more physical.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Ball, and Williams drops them both. Raptors trail by 4. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And it's White missing. After shooting it up around 51%, they're getting good looks. Here's Dick, and the jumper is on the mark. Dick's got 11 points.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Here's White. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And the Bulls with another miss. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Boucher. Fernando, the pass to Payne. Here's Walter. No good with the triple. And for the Bulls, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group. White looking around. White with another miss.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls. They lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these 2 teams. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, those second chance points are huge. They only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Levine and Williams up in the forward position. Josh Giddey is out there with Kobe White. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. They grab their own miss. White. Out to Smith. Goes up again. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Robinson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Bulls leading. Levine passes to Williams, and that comes off the assist by Levine. And 11 points for Williams.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Vucevic to the left wing. Abaji, the pass to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And out of the gates here in this, well, 0 of 3.
Levine with it, picked up by Barrett. Snatched up. Levine kicks to Giddey. Right side, Williams. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got 14 points for the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Barrett. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And then Smith with the dunk.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. You know, Stan, it is great to see Kobe White put it all together.
It sure is, Kevin. This guy hung in there with a great attitude, even when he wasn't playing as much as he wanted to. He's still growing as a player, knocking down shots. His confidence is sky high. His approach will take him a long way.
I got to believe as a coach, that is incredibly satisfying to have that kind of play.
Yeah, it really is when you have a guy like that and he just keeps getting better.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Yeah, an impressive offensive rebounder. Vucevic isn't afraid of throwing his weight around.
Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Rocket Pirtles check in for Vucevic. Smith hits them both. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Barrett uses the glass to finish the layup. Barrett's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of ways, and he brings the effort on every possession.
From 12 feet out, and he hits the jumper for 2. Giddey's got 15 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Thank you.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett. So for the Bulls, Dosunmu, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Ball subbed in for Kobe White. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Quickly the pass to Pirtle. And it's good for 2. Pirtle's got his first points in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Levine.
Well, you love to have a shooter like Levine on your roster. The defense has to cover a lot more ground when he's on.
Second team foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Quickly against Ball. This is it to Dosunmu. A 3-ball. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Second personal foul.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Bulls with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Pirtle. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Ball. And Pirtle sends it back. Abaji, the pass to Pirtle. To the inside. Stolen by Ball. On the wing, Dosunmu. From outside, off the mark. The Raptors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Here's Ball. And Pirtle sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle. And the Bulls making a change here. Duarte's checked in. Dick's checked in for Toronto. The kick out to Ball. There's the pass to Dosunmu. 6 to shoot. And Pirtle sends it back. Back to Dick. Fires for 3. Duarte grabs the board.
That's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Dosunmu's shot is off. Toronto, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. And it's quickly missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Trying to get something going, and it's blocked. It's Dick on the wing. Looking for Quickly. He gets it there. Pirtle, the pass to Quickly. Here's Abaji. On the wing Quickly. Lets the three fly. Second shot opportunity, and Pirtle lays it up and in. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And the Bulls call timeout here. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Bruce Brown is checked in for Chicago. Chris Boucher is checked in for the Raptors. Cameron Payne comes in for Quickly. Here's Ball. And a miss there off the inbound.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. Jakob Pirtle, fourth.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
At the line for two.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up blocked shots.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
To the left side wing. Duarte. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Barrett. Duarte grabs the board. Duarte's got his fourth rebound in this one. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Look at Toronto. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that number one spot the whole way there. And checking out Chicago, sitting there 4 spots below.
And I think for Toronto, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
Yeah, and credit to the coaching staff for maximizing the potential of this roster. They tailored the system to play to the strengths of their play.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Diggs got 13.
Chris Boucher.
Bulls trail by 4. Brown feeling it out a bit. There's the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Down low for the tie, and Ball puts it in. Ball's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Here's Barrett. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Bulls got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Payne. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nice pass inside. Making things easy for him now.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Duarte. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Boucher's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pirtle dishes to Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Dosunmu. He's on 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
At the line for the Raptors, R.J. Barrett taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Bulls making a switch here. Lofton's checked in, and then for Toronto. Vucevic comes in for Pirtle, and it's Walter in for Dick. Good on both.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
Ball kicks to Williams. And Boucher sends it back. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. Smith checked in for the Bulls.
For your Bulls, Jalen Smith.
Brown outside. Clock at 6. Shoots It's over Walter. Boucher with the rebound.
2 minutes.
Boucher's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Walter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, he's a great passing center. You can run offense through Vucevic. Use him as a passing hub.
Ball finds Brown. Back to Ball. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area. The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Josh Giddey's checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Lonzo Ball. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Williams. Vucevic with the block.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfect.
Barrett for 3. And Vucevic kicks to Boucher. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Boucher's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's White. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
And the shot's good from Boucher.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Brown the pass to White. Looking to get back on track here. And that's 2 points on the lane. White's got 8 points.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Here's Payne. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Walter.
Bulls trail by 10. Giddey finds White. Shoots over Vucevic. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Left side, Brown. And the basket is good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Raptors substitution, Bruno Fernando.
White with it. 1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Toronto holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Bulls trail by 8 on the court for Toronto to start the 4th. We've got Emmanuel quickly. He's out there with Dick. Vucevic is out there with Walter. And it's Fernando in at the 4th.
Explosive move by White. Going right up to the rim.
Dick passes to Fernando. Here's Walter. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Chicago. Outside, White.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And that one falls for White. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Abaji's checked in. Robinson is subbed in for Walter. The Bulls trailing. Giddey the pass to Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Dick, and the dunk by Dick.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
They just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments. Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Now here's Giddey. Dick defending with some arc. Great D that time from Vucevic. Toronto leading by 5. Driving inside. And the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Giddey. Rebound by the Raptors. Robinson passes to Dick. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lonzo Ball is checked in for White. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Bulls making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Hurdle's checked in. Bulls trail by 7. Now Dosumu. Nobody near Williams. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got 12 points here in the second half.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Levine looking around, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
Well, there's no doubting Levine's scoring ability. He can score it from anywhere.
Fades back. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Quickly, that's for 2. And the Raptors miss again. Bulls have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Bean passes to Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Kicks it to Pirtle. Pass to Quickly. It's Dick on the wing. Back to Quickly. Pass to Dick. Over Levine. Second chance effort. Outside for Robinson. Over Williams. Robinson, that's good.
Duncan Robinson.
Here's Ball. And there's the pass to Dosunmu. Outside Williams. And it's Smith finishing it off.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Here's Obaji. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly. Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, I love how aggressive they've been. They've been taking it right into contact, and then they're going to the line and converting.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
On the wing quickly. Robinson finds Dick. Over Smith. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Robinson. 19 points for Grady Dick. Ball against quickly. And Pirtle sends it back. To the middle. Pass to Robinson. On the wing quickly. Shoots over Dosunmu. Offensive rebound. Feeds it to Pirtle. On the wing quickly. He takes it in. The shot misses. Nice D from Levine. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Takes a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his third assist on the night. Toronto calls timeout.
Well, look, their ball security has been non-existent. They have to calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
And Toronto making a change. Barrett's checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." When they get it done, we'll see. Guys.
Thanks, David.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Oh, Chicago's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Ball, the pass to Dosunmu. Outside Williams. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Ball against quickly. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Out to Barrett. This one for 3. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's the dish to Smith. Fires it up. Bullseye. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, R.J. Barrett.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Dosunmu. Outside Ball. Here's Smith. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pass to Abaji. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with
the assist. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Ball kicks to Giddey. Off target from outside.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Barrett penetrating.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Tries from 10. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, he's been dialed in. Very efficient here in the second half.
Bulls trail by 6. Now here's Giddey on the money from 12 feet away. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
And honestly, Giddey mostly avoids that area, but nice to see him being aggressive.
Ball against Quickly. Shoots a fader, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Raptors lead by 6. Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Giddey finds Ball. And here is Williams. Bulls moving the ball around. It's tipped. Barrett against Levine. Outside for Robinson. Passes it to Quickly. Another shot, and that's good for 2. And it's 6 points for Robinson.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Chicago calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
It's time for Eastern.
Vucevic check in for Toronto.
Nikola Vucevic.
Levine against Barrett. Now here's Levine. He's covered closely. They get it back over Barrett. Again, Levine missing. Raptors leading by 8. The pass to Abaji.
2 minutes.
Robinson for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Robinson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, this is what Robinson is out here to do. I like how aggressive he is shooting it from outside.
Ball with the bucket.
I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Quickly finds Vucevic over Smith. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And everyone loves winning, especially a guy like Giddey.
And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. To the wing right side. A 3 from Quickly. Offensive rebound. Barrett. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Ball no good. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Jacks up a 3. Barrett, no good. Chicago's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And it's Ball penetrating. Yes!
Absolutely no fear in this young fella. When the game is close, you want the ball in Ball's hand.
Here's Giddey. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Stone cold stuff there from Josh Giddey. Big time shot in the moment.
Here's Quickly. Count it!
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
35 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul. Trying to extend that game.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Whitey's checked in for the Bulls. And that's an intentional foul.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Kobe White.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
3rd personal foul. 15th.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line. It's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Timeout called, the Bulls. They're behind by 7. 23 seconds left in the 4th.
Substitution for the Bulls. Chris Duarte. Bruce Brown.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Outside, Levine. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, in a situation like this, you go to a proven scorer like Levine every time.
And Vucevic throws it down.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
So they foul intentionally.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Raptors, Duncan Robinson. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's Toronto winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.